What it do? This your host Big Worm on CitySpeaksPodcast. Yo, what it do? This your host Big Worm on CitySpeaksPodcast. Uh, this episode might be a little different. I'm actually a fan of this guy. I follow him on Twitter. He don't follow me back, but I follow him on Twitter. I respect a lot of the things you speak on, a lot of opinions you put out. So, Kluvv is in the building with me today.
What it do, man?
How you living? How you doing?
Man, I'm alive, man. Can't complain.
Can't complain about that. People that don't know who Kluvv is, just give us a brief introduction.
Kluvv is the little guy out of West Tampa, back against the wall, made something happen. And I'm able to be here live and free to talk about it.
That's
Felony
hard.
free, all that.
That's hard. How is it growing up in West Tampa? You know, me growing up, it was just two places I never wanted to go. West Tampa and Rose Park. I'm like, I do not want to go over there for nothing. And I had cousins living both. I'm like, I'm not going to their house.
Why not, bro?
Y'all rough. Y'all is rough. I was 13. They asked me, like, who you is? I'm like, bro, my cousin stay right there, bro. I was just trying to go to my cousin's house, bro.
Man, I mean, you know, it's when you're a child and you in it, it don't really spark you, you know. West Tampa to me, my whole childhood was nothing, honestly. I didn't think nothing too much of it. I was just from West Tampa. That's all I knew, you know. We surrounded by 4 streets, the whole West Tampa.
Yeah.
From North Boulevard, I say the Himes, that's Chicoville, and from Kennedy to Columbus. So, you know, that's all I really knew up until I was able to leave West Tampa. I never really valued West Tampa and to the point when I went to college, and then I was like, damn, I miss the streets. Like, damn, I miss the hood. You feel me? Because going out of town to a different state, I used to deal with a lot of people saying, like, say that again? Like, what you said? What you said?
Yeah, the lingo.
So now you're trying to change your voice a little bit for them to understand you.
Yeah.
But no matter where I go out in West Tampa, they going to understand me. You know, we got our own slang on our side of town anyway. So, you know, a lot of these words that people say originated on our side of town. Exit 42, man.
So, right now it's a lot of things going on in West Tampa. How you feel about the gentrification that's going on right now? Like they knock it down. They knock down the projects that where my cousin stayed at. They knock them down. They building high rises. I seen white people on Main Street. It's just crazy.
Man, I get like, I'm fortunate enough to have both of my parents still alive. I lost my grandma probably like 2 years ago. But I'm fortunate enough to have both of my parents. I'm fortunate enough to live with my grandparents. So I'm kind of old school. So I remember a lot of old school things that was going on when I was growing up in West Tampa. And, you know, it depends on who you ask your questions to, like in these situations. So when I asked my father about it, you know, he say stuff like, if they would have been torn down, they would have been saved a lot of people's lives from going to prison and going to jail. Because West Tampa is surrounded by 3 or 4 schools, 6, 7 churches. So anybody that catch a dope case in West Tampa, they're going to get hit with possession within 1,000 feet from a school. 3 schools all next door to each other. So, you know, my daddy look at it as like they should have been did it. But the way I look at it is I don't like it at all, bro. Because West Tampa was it was a place that, you know, it raised a lot of people. Whether people gonna admit it or not, you know, no matter what side of West Tampa you was on, somebody knew your people. So if you was on the other end of the projects doing some bullshit, somebody was able to call your mama
And let them know.
But now they moving us out in suburbs in Riverview. A bitch is gonna call the police. Bitch ain't gonna call your mama and tell her, hey man, your son down here fighting. They
Damn, I
gonna
ain't
call
even
the
think of
police.
it like that.
So like they say, it take a village to raise a kid. Like when you think about projects, that's really what it is. The whole projects raise a kid because 9 times out of 10, somebody that stay in them projects, they people stayed in them projects, they grandparents. So it's like everybody already know each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. I know his mama. I grew up with his mama. Let me just call his mama. Or if I'm fighting somebody's son in the projects, hey man, I know your mama. Let me call your mama. Your son down here fighting my son.
It don't go past that.
But now we ain't in the projects no more. So here we is staying in these deconscripted areas and these neighborhoods that they done forced us into. They ain't calling your parents to come down here and get you because you down here with that bullshit. They calling the police on you. You feel me? So I don't like it, man. I really don't like it at all.
I ain't look at it that way. That was a hard perspective. I ain't look at it that way. Was it hard being like knowing you grew up raised in West Tampa, grew up and raised?
Mm-hmm.
So was it hard to make that transition to college? Like, was it why did you even go to college in the first place? So most people get stuck.
I rarely tell people this story, man. It's bad. I wasn't going to college. I wasn't on my way to college, honestly. My junior year going into my senior year playing football, at Plant High School, 2 of my partners went to jail back to back. 2 different cases, like not even together. Tonio and Snoop, Tune and Snoop. Going to court with them months apart. They both caught 20 years.
Damn.
Tune,
Young, you in high school.
yeah, I was in high school. They weren't even 20 at the time.
Damn.
So, we all kids. But Snoop trial was way different than Tune trial. When Tune got 20 years, we was all, because they said in months. So we was all like counting on our hand, like, damn, dividing by 12.
That's a lot of months.
So I'm like, damn, that's 20 years. So I don't even think Tune knew at the time that was 20 years. So when they gave him his months, he told the judge, like, fuck you. It is what it is. But when Snoop called his 20 years, they offered him 20 years. So Snoop turned around and it was me and my partner Low. And Snoop was just like, what y'all think I should do? He told me straight up, whatever y'all tell me to do, that's what I'm going to do. We like, bro, if you take the 20, we got a chance of seeing you again. We still young, you feel me? Snoop said, well, if I take these 20 years, promise me you're going to go to college.
That's hard.
Because you see what these streets going to get you.
That's hard.
That was the reason. That was my whole drive of going to college.
That's hard. I would have went to college too. That's hard. So what was it? First college where you went?
My first college. A lot of people don't know this. I went to junior college. My first junior college I went to was Mendocino College. That's in North California.
So you went straight to California.
I went straight to California.
How you like that? You like Cali? Was it different for you?
It was way different, bro. I can admit to this. I never really looked at the United States map before I went to college. All I thought about was Florida. Never thought I'd be leaving Florida, nothing. So when I looked up California, it's sunshine and stuff like that. So when we went out there, I took shorts, slides, shit like that. When I get out there, it's colder than a bitch in the summer, though.
I would say it ain't North Cal.
Yeah, so it's cold. What the fuck? Like, I thought it was gonna be like the crib, like hot. It's cold. You know what I'm saying? And then I was in NorCal. I ain't know it was a difference. You feel me? I ain't know. I was a child. I ain't know no better because all I was confined to was West Tampa. That's all I knew. I probably hadn't never left out of Tampa at the time, bro.
Soon you go straight to North Cal.
Straight to NorCal.
What you got the degrees in?
My degrees all in communication, mass communication, with an emphasis in media.
So, first looking at you, you tatted, you got the wigs, you got the buds. How do you deal with the stereotype of, like, you finna apply for a job, they off rip looking at you like, shit.
I'm an honest person, though, bro. I'm honest with myself. So it's some shit that I might be wanting to do, but I know I ain't got the,
the attire,
the image for this job. I ain't even finna play with myself. You feel me? That's just me. I'm honest. Now, if I know somebody that can get me with this job or help me get this job, then I go along with it. But just straight off GP, like I just be honest with myself, like
That's
dang,
hard.
them people ain't fucking with me, bro.
That's
So
hard, 'cause a lot of people lie to themselves.
yeah, and that's the thing that I don't do to myself. Like I'm not finna get my hopes up. Like I'm finna like no, like nigga, you already know how you look compared to the people they already got.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't finna meet their criteria as far as the image. So when they do see me and they see my resume, they gonna think one of these motherfuckers a lie. I'm just being honest, because I can get if I send my resume in, I'm gonna get a lot of interviews,
Mm-hmm.
but
When you walk
I
in
ain't
there,
gonna pass the eye test.
yeah.
You feel me? Cause then they gonna be like, this whole resume bullshit.
Yeah.
It ain't, but they gonna say it. It's bullshit. You feel me?
That's hard.
I'm just honest with myself, bro.
Yeah, what, grad school now? You got 2 degrees, working on the third.
Yeah, I'm in grad school right now. I'm almost done actually. I probably got like two full semesters and a summer left, and
That's
I'll be
hard.
done, bro.
Congrats on that.
Appreciate that, man.
College is not easy.
A lot of people don't even know that I'm in college right now.
Well, I wouldn't. If I didn't do my homework, I probably wouldn't do either. I don't
A
know
lot of
that.
a lot of people don't think I went to college, bro. I don't talk about it. I don't post about it. But I honestly like the negative stereotype though. When you see me, all you see is hood nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with that. But then when you talk to me, it's like, damn, this nigga got a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the perfect example of not judging the book by its cover. You feel me? And I'm okay with having the negative stereotype.
Gotcha. You dropped let's say you a collective in Bear None clothing.
Yeah.
What does Bear None mean?
Actually, Bear None started with one of my partners, Eric Diggs. He also went to North Cal for college. He went to a junior college called CitySpeaksPodcast. He played basketball. He was a hooper.
Okay.
I actually, starting off, had nothing to do with Bear None. Nothing at all. But once I seen him upload his clothes, I was like, hey, bro, like, I'm trying to get some. I'm like, but I fly to town soon, so if you're going to get it to me, I need it ASAP. He hit right back and was like, I'm going to handle that today. So I was like, shit, bet. I went out of town, I rocked it. And I was like, bitch, I'm clean. Like, bitch, I need some more, you feel me? So he like, love, man, I swear, bro. And he real close with my little cousin, Walt. So he was like, honestly, bro, I could bring you aboard and you get your own clothes, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, nah. He like, man, fuck that, man. We're a team now. So that's how I really started. And I like getting clean, bro. But I'm a simple person. So I like the whole logo.
No, yeah,
It's
that be
simple, you
hard.
feel me? I just like simple shit. And we just ran from there. But it really means not not letting no one like dictate the outcome of none of your situations.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like he explained to me when I asked him, he was like, bro, I was working at a T-Mobile job. And my manager was basically always on my ass. And he was like, but I was only working this job. And I wasn't happy, but instead of me leaving and finding me something else to do, I was basically letting this manager dictate the way I live my life. Like, because he'll piss me off at work and now this shit done led on to outside of work. You know what I'm saying? So it basically stemmed down to not letting nobody dictate the outcome of nothing you got going on. And like I tell a lot of young kids, that's not just with a job, that's in everything. Because if you make a bad decision out here, the outcome of the rest of your life is in a judge hand. Yeah. So you letting somebody else dictate the rest of your life. You feel me? So, I put it in, when I talk to young kids, I try to put it in perspective where they get it from a hood point of view. Because they don't want to hear that smart shit. You feel me? Yeah, they gonna relate to what they going through. You feel me? So
you got I don't want to say a non-profit, but Evolve. That's what, like a
Evolve is it's a non-profit organization.
Okay.
And the crazy thing is that started with me and my teammates from high school at Plant. When we all left, we all graduated in 2010. All us left on football scholarships.
That's hard.
So that means we all graduated around the same time from school. We all came back to Tampa around the same time. None of us stayed in Tampa. We all went out of state. When we all came back and we got together, we all from different hoods. Mm-hmm. So it's like, hey, you bring kids from your hood. You bring kids from your hood, you bring kids from your hood, and we all bring them together at a young age. Because 9 times out of 10, trying to get a teenager,
they
their
already,
mind already made up. They on some street shit.
Yeah.
But if we can get a 6, 7, 8 year old to play with each other and come together as youth, when they do get old enough as teenagers and they hood get into some shit, they can say, nah, I ain't finna go through it, bro. Me and bro used to go to a camp in the summer growing up, you feel me? So it's like, that's our whole aspect of getting them together while they so young. So it ain't I don't know, bro. When they do run into it or they do have some hood beef, it's gonna be like, nah, I fuck with bro. Yeah, but I grew up with bro. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in a summer camp. And I mean, that's the whole thing about Evolve, the whole brotherhood.
That was hard. I seen it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. And I seen them like that's hard. Cause I'm thinking about growing up. I'm from Silver Springs. All I knew was niggas. I knew niggas that trap, and I knew my mom was a nurse. That's all I knew.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up, I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I ain't like nursing because I don't fuck with blood and all that. And I ain't like you early on. I seen I was 14. My partner, year older, 15. The judge told him, "You'll never see the light of day." Like that shit fucked me up at 14. You telling my homeboy he trying to get my dog life. So I was thinking about come back. I was thinking about doing a nonprofit called Another Way.
Mm-hmm.
To show people, because like now that I'm grown, I didn't explore it. I know people. I was thinking about if I can show kids that you don't have to sell drugs or you don't really have to go to college. If I show you a trade of how to do plumbing, electricity. I know an electrician that make $100K a year.
Yeah.
Real estate. If I can show them that, I'm like that'll put a source of income in them, boy. Like they just show them another way. Like you ain't gotta be a trapper. You ain't gotta go to jail. If I could just show you, boom, this something different. So when I seen that, I was like, damn, that's hard. Evolve.
Yeah.
I like that. That was hard.
I got a friend, bro, close friend named Nelson Vasquez from Port Tampa. He went to Plant also with me, but he older than me, a year older than me. We went to the same junior college also, but he was already there. So when I did get to college my freshman year, he was a sophomore. And I used to always have talks with him. I used to be homesick as fuck, bro. Like, I'm ready to leave this bitch. And he used to always be that person like, nah, bro, you ain't going. And he was the first person that told me, bro. He say it's something that a lot of black kids from our area need to know, is that you don't gotta play sports or entertain to buy your mama a house. Because a lot of kids think that's the way out. That's the only way out. Sports. You don't see a lot of people, getting their child educational help, but they'll go get them a football trainer.
Get you all the pads, everything.
They won't pay no personal tutor, but they'll pay a personal trainer. So that's pushing your child towards entertainment, sports. And he told me like, bro, we playing this shit, but honestly, this ain't the only way that we can buy mama a house. You feel me? And that shit just stuck with me, like from that day forward. That's so hard. When you say it's another way, you feel me? It actually is another way that you can buy your mama a house, buy your mama a car. Yeah.
Gotta expose time. Go back to the Evolve, y'all. The quote, that shit stuck when you said it. That child that doesn't feel embraced by the village will burn it down to feel it's warm. I fuck with that.
That's a powerful quote, bro.
I fuck with that.
That's a powerful ass quote. It's a lot of things that happen within hoods in our city, that will make a child feel like that. Or an adult still, you feel me? Anything, any rumors, anything. And shit, if they ain't fucking with me, they'll
burn it down.
And bring somebody else down with them. And have other niggas helping them burn this bitch down. That ain't even in their same boat. So, that's a powerful quote, man. Shout out to Alan Sampson.
I fought that quote hard.
And Eric Dungy.
You did a giveaway, LLCs.
Yeah, man.
That was hard. What was the purpose behind that?
Me and my partner Reek, man, from Port Tampa, actually, that's Nelson's cousin. We got close, but Rico one of them type of people that been in prison. You know what I'm saying? He lived that lifestyle. So, but now he, within jail or prison, they tell you like, better yourself in there. Don't waste time. And he one of them type of persons that better themselves to the business aspect. And like he always say is, I don't see no point of fucking money up for no reason. If we gonna fuck some money up, let's fuck it up for a right reason, a right cause. If we gonna get bite, let's get bite for a right cause. So why not help people start a business? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people was hitting me up like what an LLC is. Grown people. Like what's an LLC? So that just I know what an LLC is and I always have. Because I got a mom though that got sense that kept me, down that path. So I know what it is. But a lot of people, it blowed me that a lot of people actually don't know what an LLC is when it come to business. So that let you know exactly where they mind at or where they mind has been. So we just wanted to give back in a way to help somebody for longevity,
Was it like a criteria that had to be met? Like somebody had to come to you like, oh, this is what I'm trying to do.
Nah.
No?
Nah. Anybody could have entered. Anybody could have entered.
That's hard.
It wasn't no restrictions. It wasn't no certain type of people. It wasn't no age. You could have got in knowing that you got an LLC, but you could have still won it and gave it to somebody else. So it wasn't like, oh, you can't play because you already got your business up and running. Nah, that, you know what I'm saying? That defeats the purpose. Like, what's wrong with you having 2 LLCs if you wanted to?
Yeah, I know a person that got a lot.
You know what I'm saying? You can't limit yourself to one source of income. So whoever wanted it won, and we thinking about it. We're gonna do another one because last time I think we only gave away probably like 5 or 6 LLCs, but this time we gave away 9. And then we got other people also that intervene and say, well, I want to get 3 away or I want to get 2 away. So, it add on from there. And shit, sooner or later, ain't no telling how many LLCs will be getting away.
That's hard. How do you feel about it? 'Cause I don't know if you be seeing it on social media. There's always be like, oh, don't buy her a bag, buy her LLC, or just the perspective of everybody being in other people's money. How you feel about that? Because when I watch social media and I see how we always like, oh, I don't know if you seen the interview I did with Buck. They keep telling him to buy a house. He like, I ain't trying to buy a house right now. Like, I'm trying to do this. How you feel about people just always having opinions on everybody's money?
I feel like it's a difference depending on who you talking with. You know what I'm saying? That's like me. You won't ever catch me on social media saying y'all done for buying this, y'all done for buying that. When I've been a child before with money. You know what I'm saying? And I can't fault somebody for doing something that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because as a child, what are some of the things you said to yourself, when I get money, what I'm going to do? I'm going to get me some nice shoes, some nice clothes. So I can't fault you. That's something that you always wanted. You feel me? But I think at a certain age, you can make better decisions. But I can't tell you that. Now, if you was my family, you my little cousin or something like that, I can sit you down and tell you like, hey, bro, don't fuck up your bread like that. Ain't nothing wrong with getting it, buying it, but at some point, bro, make better decisions. Invest at least where this shit could come bite.
Yeah.
So I won't tell no stranger like, oh man, don't do this. But I have caught myself. I got to the point now, cause I feel like I'm older than what I actually is. So I catch myself not telling my young homeboys, cause I don't want nobody to think like, oh, love hating on him. He hating on me.
That's the first thing they say.
He hating on me. So like I tell my young homeboys, just be careful, bro. I can't tell you what to do with your money, but just be careful. Cause I had one homeboy, I told a younger homeboy, like, bro, chill with that. And get what he told me. Growing up, bro, I seen you do it. So I wanted to do it. So what I'm gonna say? I mean, all I can say is, bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, that was dumb as fuck for me. And I wish I had somebody to tell me, like, don't do that shit. But I actually did. My mom used to tell me, don't do that shit.
Still ain't listen.
And I still ain't listen. So you feel me? I just tell my younger homeboys, though, like, man, be careful. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then whatever you do buy, you ain't gotta post it. You feel me? When you come out that bitch, don't see it.
How has it been? What you got? 3 girls? 2 girls? 3 girls?
Nah, I got 2 daughters. Two of my own daughters, but I also got a goddaughter.
How's it been a girl died? Since rest in peace to Kobe, but ever since he passed, You see a lot of people posting girl dad, girl dad. How's it being a girl dad?
I ain't never posted that though.
No,
Nah.
bro. Like before you start, bro, growing up, me knowing, I never wanted a daughter, bro.
That's all I ever wanted, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I never wanted a son. I had my kid at a young age, bro. Like my first daughter was born on my birthday, on my
That's
19th
hard.
birthday. Um, but I had a rocky relationship with my daddy my whole life. So I just know with little boys, they gonna get to a point where they feel like I'm gonna do this shit on my own.
Mm.
I don't need my mom. I don't need my daddy. I'm gonna do this shit on my own. So I always said I wanted a daughter, cause it's gonna take more time and patience. And not having a father figure in my life, I wanna actually be involved in my daughter's life. I wanna be involved in my child's life. I don't want my child to be like, I don't need my daddy right now. Like with little girls, no matter how old they get, they still
They
gonna ask for
always
advice.
daddy, yeah.
But when you get a little nigga, he gonna be like, man, I could do this shit on my own. I don't need them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you right.
So I always wanted to be there. I ain't wanna, little girls have their time, but they still gonna come back to the next thing. I need advice about this, that, and that. Even grown women still ask if their father's alive or their grandparents. They still ask advice.
Mm.
It's rare that you'll catch a boy asking advice from his dad. It's rare. I mean, it do happen.
But it's rare.
It's rare.
They'll hit their head before they ask.
They'll go ask one of their partners.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, what you think I should? You feel me? But with a little girl, she coming back to ask for advice.
How did you had it at 19? How did it change you having a kid? Like having a kid, period. How did that change you?
It actually ain't changed me, man.
No?
Nah, cause that's something that I was always like, I'm with. You feel me? Like as a child, I used to always tell myself, when I do have kids, I ain't gonna be nothing like my daddy. I ain't gonna lie to him. I ain't nothing like my daddy. So my whole life, if I'm telling myself that when I do have a kid, I just know I ain't gonna be nothing like my daddy. So I always live by, if I know how it feel to hurt, I ain't gonna make my kids feel that same pain. You feel me? I try not to make my kids feel that same pain my dad caused upon me. So mentally, by telling myself that over and over my whole childhood, it basically prepared me. But when it happened, it was just like, bet, shit, that's what I've been ready for anyways. And then the second one came, bet.
Blessings. What kind of influence you want to have on your daughters?
Ooh. I just, like I tell my kids, it don't matter who it is. I'm willing to go to war behind y'all, and I'm willing to do it in front of y'all, so y'all know, it's my daddy wasn't no half stepping when it came to me. That nigga he handled his business behind me. So it's just, we got the stereotype that black men don't take care of their kids. Just the impact of just my daddy was there. You feel me? What somebody else said. My daddy was there. I know that. I done seen him go to war for me. Not with just no stranger, but with my mama, with his mama, with their grandmas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna argue about mine. It's whatever. It don't matter who it is. My mama, I tell my mama straight up, these my kids. You told me when I was young. When I have my kids, then I raise them how I want to. These my kids. Let me raise my kids how I want to. These ain't your kids. You raise your kids.
Was it hard with the coronavirus to send them back to school in school? Or you?
One of them homeschool. One of them stayed home, but my youngest begged to go to school.
Had to go to school.
And I mean, honestly, there's no way around it. It really ain't. It don't matter if you send them home or not. Think about it. I got one child that stay home. I got another child that go to school. So when my child that go to school come around my oldest child, it's like, what's the difference? If she done contracted, she could get her. So if you ain't finna let nobody be around them, then you feel me? It's basically like they still gonna come in contact with people that's out in the open with many people. So it ain't no difference really, bro. Like you ain't gonna tell your niece like, oh, you can't come over here because you go to regular school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she could go to regular school and she can stay home. But when she come play with her, it's like shit. She been around all these kids, so what's the difference? Or shit, I done been around a lot of people. What you gonna tell me? I can't get my kid?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a it is what it is situation, bro. I give them vitamins. I feed them right. Immune sit like try to that type of stuff. Keep them right. And whatever gonna happen is gonna happen. I can't hide from it. I don't think I can hide from it.
Got you. I seen on Twitter you talking about before you even came up with that, people been telling you to start one podcast.
Yeah, man.
Is it
Podcast I'm
motion?
dropping. Yeah, it's in motion, man. I'm gonna call it Kicking It with Kev.
What we're expecting on the show? What is it about? What is the show like about? What we expecting?
I actually want to bring a lot of unknown faces to the scene. As far as cause Tampa is a city with a lot of artists, a lot of people with clothing lines that's underground. You feel me? From different places, and instead of competing with each other, I know I got a name in the city, and I ain't just go to one college. I wasn't in just one state. Like I travel a lot, so I got a lot of people out of town. So I can bring exposure to an unknown person from a lot of different point of views, from Cali to Arkansas, Louisiana, Georgia, like New York. I got a lot of partners, Baltimore, so that fuck with me from the social media platforms. So I know if I can interview a young kid on the uprise with his rap and bring him on my show and then play his music on there. Now I got people going to screen this shit that's in California, that's in Baltimore, that's in you feel me? So that's my whole thing, and with me being in grad school, like I was telling you earlier, I gotta in order to graduate from grad school, I gotta come up with either a podcast, a short documentary, or create a website and stuff like that. I was gonna shoot the short documentary, but I don't know what I shoot it on, so I'm gonna rock with the podcast.
Podcast, where's that, man? Podcast, where's that? So I don't even want to. Pray I don't say this wrong. Oshun. It's always religion is always a touchy subject. People like I don't want to disrespect it, so I'm not gonna ask you what it is, but what are the biggest misconceptions on Oshun?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like with me, I ain't the type of person that get butt hurt behind situations, because they always say religion and politics something that just always start arguments. But I don't feel like that's true. I feel like that's only true when it comes to two closed-minded individuals. When you got two open-minded people, no matter what you say or how you feel it, it ain't gonna affect me. Cause I understand like you got a different perspective than me. Know what I'm saying? I done met people. When you meet somebody, you don't ask them what you believe in. You ain't ask them who you voted for. You just fuck with them because you fuck with them. So depending on their religion or they political views, that's gonna make you look at them different.
No,
it shouldn't. Because you just know that's a good person. Know what I'm saying? I done met people that believe in the devil, bro. Good people though, and they got their reasons. No matter what spirituality you ask about or religion, people have their reasons, and it makes sense. So our spirituality, it's called Santeria. It's originally a West African spirituality. It's not even a religion. It's a spirituality. So Oshun is one of the guardian angels, which is my mother, my guardian angel, my mother. A lot of people think we negative, bro. A lot of people think it's demonized. So, like I tell people though, you'll say I'm a good person. A lot of people say I'm a good person. So if I'm a good person and I'm believing in something that you say demonized, I ain't out here doing nothing bad. So evidently it ain't nothing bad. It's just spiritual stuff. You feel me? We believe in the earth. We believe in nature. Everything on this earth is here in some way to help mankind evolve.
Okay. Yeah.
From any animal, from the smallest animal to the biggest animal, got a job on this earth to help a human being. You know what I'm saying? From an ant to a bee, to the biggest animal, everything has a reason of being here. So we believe in nature. Um, a lot of people think it's demonized though, bro, but it ain't. You feel me?
People always had opinions.
It's an ancestry spirituality, and everybody got their reasons for having opinions. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know, you don't know. But don't tell me something. The thing is, somebody can tell you something wrong about what you believe in, but then when you try to tell them about something they believe in, they can't take it.
Want to hear it.
You feel me? And I think that's where a lot of people have run into. But I'm the type of person that you can tell me something. You can tell me I believe in the devil. You can tell me all that, and I'll smile in your face and tell you, all right. As long as I know, that's all that matters. You feel me? That's all that matters to me. So I wear my bracelet every day. I don't even wear my necklace no more, because a lot of people, it draw a lot of attention. So I don't even wear them. I just wear my day, and people don't even pay attention to it, and I rock out with these Oshun colors. Okay. So that's Oshun day.
Gotcha. Where did you find the love for cigars? I just got into cigars probably like last year. I go to
Davidoff. Yeah.
Get a little drink, feel sophisticated. Where do you find the love for cigars at?
I just smoked like 3 cigars earlier. I think cigars is for a thinking person, somebody that like to think. And that's why it was a stereotype of that's an old person thing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of young people ain't in tune with themselves, and they don't want to think. You know what I'm saying? But when you find a young person that's willing to smoke cigars and sit by themselves and smoke a cigar, that let you know that's a thinking person. Whether it's good or bad, that letting you know that's a thinking person. Because a blunt will be gone in what, 10, 15 minutes? Cigar going 2 hours, 2.5 hours, one cigar. So you ain't going to sit here 2 hours and not think about nothing. So your mind going to wander, you feel me? And I just found that love probably years ago with my uncle. I got an uncle that played in the NFL, and he gave me one. And it just went from there. But they also in my spirituality. Cigars got a lot to do with, with our spirituality. So
they come from the ground, come from earth.
So it's like I wasn't a stranger to them, and I just started smoking them, and I found peace in smoking cigars. And I feel like, Davidoff a cool place. My girl just asked me about it, but I feel like it'd be too many people in one place and noisy for me to concentrate on what I'm, trying to get on my mind.
See you being the Evo spot.
I go to the same spot from day one. That's the first place I smoked a cigar at.
Stay there.
I was in college, and I had them on the payroll, and they were sending me bundles. They'll send me bundles to college, to my address.
What's your favorite cigar?
I like smoking hand rolls, no brands, Maduros, Connecticut's, but if I did have to pick a brand cigar, a Romeo and Juliet, or a Java. A Java.
I had a Java.
Yeah.
Because I respect your opinion. I've been having this debate with, my sister, cause I respect her opinion, too. I don't know if you've seen, with the injustice going on, I seen a lot of people saying, black people need to be paid reparations. And OG Bobby Johnson came out with, I think he said 14 trillion the government need to pay us. Before I speak on how you feel about the government giving black people $14 trillion.
They just gonna buy a lot of guns. They gonna fuck it up. I mean, what? Honestly, it's like we just gonna become more dangerous. it's gonna be how I feel we is. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's gonna, but it's the bad thing about it is it's gonna cause harm to our own kind. I think giving us that just gonna make us powerful between one another. Oh yeah, them niggas got money, but nigga, we got money too. So it ain't gonna solve like the stuff that we go through. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna solve nothing. Just getting us a paper ain't gonna solve nothing. So I don't. The way I feel about all that, honestly, is a lot of people ain't gonna agree with it, but I feel like shit. Me personally, I ain't living my life saying that a bitch owe me. Bitch don't owe me nothing. Like that been happened. When you live thinking somebody owe you something, you walking around angry because you feel like a bitch got me fucked up. In order for us to get, ahead, I feel like what your people would tell you if a bitch owe you in the street, man, chalk that shit up. Take that shit on the chin. Keep moving. Like you got motherfuckers out here really depending on you. And you sitting here telling me, oh, somebody owe me. Something that happened when I wasn't here, honestly.
Yeah.
People done came and died and came again. If it ain't happened, I just take it as shit. If it do happen, it happen. If it don't, I can't live my life worried about a bitch owing me when I got kids that need right now. You feel me? Chalk that shit up. Take that shit on the chin and keep moving. That's the only way you're gonna be able to go up. Take that shit on the chin and keep moving.
I feel the same way, but that's how I felt about it. People saying I was crazy. I'm like, you can't depend on that. Don't even wait on that. I don't know if you've seen the show. I am a episode on 4 questions.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best advice you ever received?
I don't know. So that's hard. Either you not what you do, or
I like that one.
what condoms.
That's a nice one too. We ain't got that one yet.
It's simple,
We ain't got
but
that one
it's
yet.
simple. It sounds simple, but
My daddy told me, boy, don't ever take that bitch off. And I figured out why he told me that, boy. So hard to put that bitch back on, boy. Jesus Christ. It's so hard to put that bitch back on. Hey.
sheesh.
What's the worst advice you done got received?
All white people racist. Or don't fuck with white people. I got that from, we from hoods. We from a hood.
Mm-hmm.
Most people that we run into, our family members, uncles, brothers, daddies, been in prison. When niggas go to jail, what's the first thing you hear about white people? They don't like white people.
Yeah.
So if that's all you heard your whole life, oh, they ain't to be trusted. That's what you think. Now you thinking all white people fucked up. I was fortunate enough to go to Plant High School out of Jefferson, and I went over there with that mentality. I ain't trusting none of them. But
Infiltrated.
Yeah. It really switched because it's people that really was in my corner. You know what I'm saying?
I got a couple white people
to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't sit here and say all white people racist and say all black people not racist. You can't say that. Because a lot of black people move with hate too. Because they feel like a bit owed them something.
What's the biggest challenge you have faced in life?
Not going to jail. Staying free. Don't got no felonies. As an adult.
That's hard to do too.
As an adult, I have no felonies.
Shit, that's hard to do.
I ain't got no misdemeanors. I went to jail when I was 18. As soon as I turned 18, I missed court. That's the only thing on my record. As a juvenile, it's different, but I was always going to get in a little trouble. But that's probably my most challenging thing. being able to stay out of trouble.
That's what's up. What's the biggest lesson you done learned?
Cherish your people while you got them. Cherish people while you got them. My whole life probably I never went through deaths. I ain't really had no family members dying, none of that. I turned like 27. No, I turned like 24. My great grandma had like 11 kids. I turned like 24 in a year, and in that year, 7 of them died.
Damn.
Including my grandma. So it went from dealing with, hearing people saying how their family members died, and I'd be like, damn, I don't know, because my people still here, to, damn, all my people dying. I lost a partner today, partner Burr Loose. So, rest in peace, Burr. But, yeah, cherish your people while you got them.
That's hard. Got to cherish them while they here. Love, man, I appreciate you pulling up on me.
Most definitely, man. Appreciate you having me, man.
I've been it's gonna sound crazy, but I'm a fan of men that stand on all 10 toes, like, cause it's not many out here. So
yeah.
I was like, when I was telling people, I'm like, y'all finna chop it up with Kluvv on the podcast. They're like, for what? I'm like, you don't get it. It's okay. It's okay. You don't get it. I'm finna chop it up, man. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna tell you, dog. I ran into a jit just ran up on me and was like, hey, bro, I know you don't know me. You feel me? But I just want to let you know I look up to you. And like I tell any man, bro, for you to tell another man that you fuck with them or you admire something from them, bro, to me, that mean a lot. Because that mean, I know we got pride as men. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you tell some people that deep down, they probably fuck with me. Like, damn, I fuck with bro. But they might be like, damn, bro might be cocky, so I don't want to step to bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to step to bro, then bro be on some sideways shit. So, bro, any nigga that step to me like, hey, bro, I fuck with you. I need some advice with this. I'm going to do it, bro. I'm going to help him. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't me. But a lot of people feel like they know me, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? They just hear stories, but I ain't no stuck up ass nigga. So if niggas step to me, like when you fired at me, I fired right back. Yeah, bro, like, what's up? When? You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no questions asked, nothing. You know what I'm saying? When you ask any topics, I don't know, we can run it by whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people got that misconception, but men have a lot of pride issues to that they won't pat another man on the back like, hey, bro, you that nigga. You feel me? Men don't do that. It's pride issues. That's why I wanted a daughter. Men got pride issues.
That's hard. CitySpeaksPodcast, Kluvv. Appreciate it, my guy.
Appreciate you having me, partner.
City Speak Podcast.